In addition, in the first half, the scoring went after those 2 touchdowns by Jones. Nathan Jones, that is the Jones for the North Hall Trojans, hooked up with Ben Booth on a 15-yard pass. They missed the kick. That was as close as the Trojans would get, 14-6 at that point. By the way, I need to tell you that Jones also played defense, finished with 5 tackles, and Booth finished with 6 tackles. And then Sims hit Dante Carr for 35 yards. It was a 1-yard run by Robert Humphrey for North Hall. And it was 21-12 Gainesville at that point. And then Sims on a quarterback sneak for 1 yard. That ended the scoring in the first half. It was 28-12 at halftime. Reed Allman good on all of the PATs, by the way. And then Ryan Rucker for 35 yards kind of broke it open in the second half. Allman kicked another one, 7-yard pass from Sims to TJ. Allman kicked another one, 52-yard Sims pass to TJ. Chicano Perez kicked that one. And then the last score of the game, 89-yard pass, Tyson Smith to Ryan Rucker. And there was a missed PAT, 55-12, and also Gainesville tried and missed a field goal. Otherwise, it might have been even more than that. But William, you're saying that the overall statistics, as far as that goes, weren't all that far apart.
Right, they ended up extremely close, because I'm sure I don't keep time of possession, but I'm sure North Hall had the ball a lot of times. They ended up with 13 first downs, 50 rushes for 244 yards. I mean, that sounded like a night where you'd come out on top by about 4 touchdowns. Jordan Chafin had 4 rushes for 11 yards. Darius Roman, 7 for 29. Robert Humphrey, 15 for 70 and a touchdown. Peyton Wilhoit, 5 for 26. Nathan Jones, 9 for 87. Randy Olson, 1 for 5. Mac Van Gorder, 4 for 12. Ben Booth, 3 for 5. And Trevor Holbrooks, 2 for 9. A lot of people carrying the football for the Trojans. Jones was 5 of 9 for 71 yards passing. Candler Coker came in, was 2 for 6 for 10. They had 315 yards of total offense. Will Hoyt caught 2 for 16. Ben Booth 1 for 16. Dylan Mann 1 for 31. Shane Doster 2 for 18. 8 penalties for 75 yards, and they lost 2 fumbles on 3 attempts. Gainesville had 14 first downs, 1 more first down than North Hall. 21 rushes for 101 yards. Ryan Rucker had 13 rushes for 89 yards and a touchdown. Tyson Smith 2 for 2. Desmond Hamilton 1 for 1. Blake Sims 5 for 9. Sims passing 14 of 21 for 284 yards and 4 touchdowns. Tyson Smith came in and threw that 1 pass for 89 yards. That course pass went to Rucker. TJ Jones, like you said already, 233 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. Desmond Hamilton 1 for 5. Michael Lawrence 1 for 6. Dante Carr 1 for 35 and a touchdown. Darius Tanner 1 for 5. Rucker 1 for 89 and a touchdown. They had 4 penalties for 30 yards and 1 fumble and lost it. 361 yards to North Hall's 315. So really not that much more offense than North Hall, but it was at the opportune time.
And Gainesville capitalized on some North Hall mistakes,
right,
too. And
all of them.
A good team.
They capitalized on all their mistakes. Anytime they fumbled the ball, it set up scores either directly or indirectly.
55-12, that's your final. Also, the North Hall statisticians tell us that Darian Roman was their leading tackler. He had 8, and I mentioned Booth with 6, and Nathan Jones with 5, and Humphrey, in addition to playing offense, also had 4 tackles on defense. So a lot of folks playing both ways tonight. But now it's time for both of these clubs to take it on the road. North Hall goes at Creekview. That'll be tough. And Gainesville will visit West Hall, and they should be favored in that one once again.
Oh, by far, yes. And Creekview has a good club. Obviously, there with the upset of Flowery Branch last week.
That's right.
So
that's right.
That should be an interesting ball game for North Hall.
Now, in this space next week, you'll be seeing our highlight show. And in 2 weeks from tonight, don't forget, we'll be back with another complete game. That'll be Riverside hosting the Jefferson Dragons. And that's our story for tonight from the Walt Snelling Press Box, Bobby Grunfield, City Park Stadium. It's 55-12, the final. Number 1 ranked Red Elephants defeating North Hall. For William Howington, Gina Gailey, and our entire crew, I'm Gary Glenn. You've been watching the North Georgia Video Productions Hall County Sports Television Game of the Week.